Hey there, welcome to this episode of the Scary Escape Guide. Today we'll be exploring how to escape from a very unusual place. This sudden natural disaster was a total survival alert for the neat freak. She instinctively avoided this hygiene elite girl, leading the other two to have a lightbulb moment. They wet their pants, hoping to discuss the bald guy, but he pushed them into the bathroom. After a bit of scolding, he ordered them not to use the bathroom like it was a humanitarian rescue mission. The word leftover instantly triggered their thoughts of human sacrifices. Was the bald guy summoning a cult? Just then, they heard the sound of high heels outside, and the three girls peered through the door like clumsy detectives. They excitedly shouted for help, but out came an elegant lady instead. Is this enough, people? No, don't come in. They thought they finally had their chance. But when the door opened, their faces were filled with doubt and unease. Don't worry, I'll just have a chat with her. The sight of this elegant lady sent shivers down their spines. Was the bald guy role-playing? His choice of characters got strange, and at night he dressed up goofy, sitting at the door and talking to himself. My name is Hedwig, and I'm wearing red shoes. It was utterly mind-boggling. What? Someone is looking for you. What to eat? How old are you? 9. Cassie instantly knew it was role-play but full-blown schizophrenia. At this point, the bald guy was switching between different personalities. He had 23 identities, and each switch changed how his mind worked. This time, our little girl's personality emerged, with a dazed look and a weak small frame. Cassie quickly turned this into an opportunity, pretending the bald guy needed to eat a little kid to quench his hunger. Upon hearing this, the little boy broke into tears, giving Cassie a chance to save them. She encouraged the boy to bring them along, but he was evidently terrified of the bald dude. You can't leave, I must take off my head. Don't go, the boy shouted in despair. Dissociative identity disorder is a serious mental illness, and the girls were terrified the bald guy would turn into a bird. Under a cloud of fear, the three began banging on the walls, searching for any weak point to escape. But all the walls were as solid as steel, and then Elizabeth had a sudden bright idea. She started banging on the ceiling, finally hearing a hollow resonance, and excitedly smashed it with her high heel. She successfully made a hole, but it was covered with steel bars, and they'd need to smash it wider to see more clearly. Just then, the little boy returned, and upon hearing the banging, he bolted towards the door in fright. The other two quickly braced the door while Elizabeth mustered all her might to keep pounding on the ceiling. Eventually, she opened the vent and clawed her way up, but suddenly the area outside grew eerily quiet. They thought the little boy had left, but the next moment, the door was blown open. Turns out he had switched back to his previous persona. This time he transformed into the previous robber, but luckily Elizabeth had already successfully escaped, darting away like the wind. She swiftly crawled along the passageway, only to discover at the end that there was a row of cabinets. Seeing the bald guy getting closer, Elizabeth quickly hid herself inside the cabinet as he ran swiftly past. She let out a sigh of relief, but to her surprise, the guy turned around and coldly scrutinized her. Instead of punishing her, the bald guy gazed deeply at her, forcing Elizabeth to remove her sweater. Later, she was locked in a storage room, with the bald guy welding the door shut, apparently intending to starve her. After finishing this, the bald guy returned to the cell, scrutinizing the ceiling again, and ordered them to remove their skirts. This left the girls stranded on the bed, looking utterly confused. They sensed the bald guy had switched to a possibly pedophilic personality, leaving them feeling hopeless. The next day, the bald guy took them out of the cell, generously offering them some distinctive food. He sliced a piece of bread and smeared it with a bottle of fresh pig larder, causing both girls to feel utterly queasy. They had to rebel, or else they'd be forced to choke down that greasy bread at any moment. Subtitles. The girls communicated with their eyes, and Ruth silently picked up a chair and slowly approached the bald-headed man. Cassie reluctantly complied, while Ruth thought she found a way out, only to discover it was another locked room. She searched for something to defend herself, but the bald guy crept up, evidently transforming into a tragic poet this time. He developed a vindictive mindset against those living privileged lives and wanted to get revenge with a knife. The dangerous atmosphere lingered around Cassie as he had her locked in a tight embrace. I just couldn't move. Cassie was frozen stiff. He then asked shyly, just for a kiss. Those words nearly stole his breath away, and after the kiss, he gazed deeply at Cassie. I have a CD player by the window. Let's listen together sometime. Don't forget to subscribe.